What it do, man? Yeah, man, we back and we ready to do a show, man. It's just amazing seeking to evolve. Like, you start to understand that your feelings become negated when there's a task at hand to complete. You know what I'm saying? And it's absolutely astonishing how you can tap in to new levels, new dimensions, new possibilities. It's really never actually limited if you truly endure. So with that being said, man, you know exactly what time it is, man. We finna go ahead and get to this show, man. You know what I'm saying? I show up, and every time I show up, I'm telling you that them numbers go up and the game goes out. The number go up and the game go out. The number go up and the game go out, man. So, hey, man, what can I say, man? You see, it's Tuesday, man. So a lot of y'all probably didn't make your Monday the most productive, but guess what? You got a brand new day to be able to utilize and be able to produce something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they really ain't got no good game and they really ain't got nothing to talk about because they're not doing anything. And you see, when your daily activities consist of you just sitting around wasting time, that's why you can't tell everybody else how to take advantage of time, because you let time take advantage of you. Yeah, nah, man, a lot of y'all don't take advantage of time. You let time take advantage of you. And some of you Keishas is trying to take advantage of the comment section and say negative things, but it ain't working, okay? So y'all can keep on working, rehearsing. I know some of y'all probably sat back and practiced your Keisha comments. Just understand that there's always going to be the same necessary outcome that happens every time, man. So whoever rocks with it, rocks with it. Whoever don't. But at the same time, if you're watching me, you rock with it. You're just too afraid to admit it, you know what I'm saying? So let me get this person up out of my chat. You know what I'm saying? There we go, man. Yeah. And let me keep getting these Keishas up out of here. I'm not even worried about if my moderators ain't present. I'm the best moderator that I ever had. Yeah. And they crave attention that they never had. So with that being said, we just get it going, man. You see, it's always good to do spring cleaning year round. You don't only have to do it in the hotter months of the year. Yeah, man. Whenever people come in and they're trying to project this energy and they want to be able to put it upon you, well, guess what? We just get it out, man. Yeah. Everything ain't associated with what I'm talking about. Hello, what's good, man? Say, man, hey, man, what it do? And make sure y'all all double tap the screen and let's get them likes up. You know what I'm saying? I got a majority of people up in here watching me, listening to me at this late hour. The best thing that you can do is show your appreciation. But regardless if you double tap the screen or not, you're already in here, so you're captivated by what you see and what you hear. So you still showing love even if you don't want to admit it, man. Yeah. Some of y'all afraid to admit that you want to be a part of the cheerleading squad, man. You want to be down and you want to be around, because if you did it, you wouldn't be around. If you didn't want to be down, you wouldn't be around, man. So that's the reason why I tell y'all is when you're giving out a good game and you do what you do, people are going to speak negative. If everybody is saying positive things about you, it's because a lot of people is pretending, homie. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're limiting yourself and not trying to maximize yourself, homie, that's when everybody tolerates you, because they're trying to compete with you rather than compete with themselves. So when you're not trying to evolve, they're like, okay, yeah, I got the one up on them. Well, guess what? Sometimes you have to say goodbye to people that are trying to have the one up on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if they don't equate to real, then they ain't part of the deal, man. And you just got to do it how you do it, man. And you got to stand on business, you know what I'm saying? And let me get this person up out of the chat. You talking about something that I wasn't even speaking about. Since you want to walk up in the classroom and interrupt what we got going on, I'm going to get you out. You say, good stuff, great vibe, I'm proud of you. I appreciate it, man. You see, I do it the way that I do it. Some people going to like it. Some people going to dislike it. I'm not worried about whatever side you stand on. All I know is I give the game the way I give it. And if I see something in my comment section that I don't like, you won't type no more. Yeah, no. If I see something in my comment section that I don't like, you won't type anymore, unless you want to go through the process of sending the live to your burner accounts and coming back and letting out Keisha. Homie, you don't know me, so I'm going to get you unfamiliarized with my comment section, homie. Ain't no way you sitting around at 4:30 in the morning telling another guy, ooh, you look familiar. Homie, why is that even the commentary and dialogue that y'all having a conversation? I mean, it's way beyond midnight, homie, and you sitting around talking about, ooh, you look familiar. Come on. Shout out to Maxxkii for the 3 roses. I appreciate you. And look, man, make sure each and every single one of y'all send me a message right now on TikTok, because after this episode ends relatively soon, I'll be sending everybody my Snapchat. That is the best way to talk to me and know when I'm going live next and to stay up to date with the content, man. So we do it the way that we do it, man. We put the game down, homie, because we living in a time where it's imperative for you to be in control of your own thoughts. You cannot allow media or individuals that don't have your best interests to be able to control you by the way of emotion. And let me get this person up out of here. We got a dude that doesn't take himself serious with the anime profile picture asking me about 2 things that, are items that you put in your mouth. Homie, if you sit around at 4:30 in the morning worried about what I like putting in my mouth, that tells me exactly what you think about every day. You think about hot dogs. I like peaches. I'm like Bowser. Yeah, I'm not with the Tarzana. So with that being said, that question you can keep for yourself, man. People be asking questions. Don't worry about what I like doing, homie. Worry about what you like doing, because a lot of y'all do things that you don't even like doing, all in the name of hoping you can get accepted by somebody. Who taught you game? Life. Like Thailand said, life. Yeah. Life taught me game. You know what I'm saying? Every time we thought we had it all figured out, you get humbled by life and you fumble the rock and you learn how to secure the grip even more, man. We all go through trials and tribulations in life. But it's about whenever you go through them situations, what lesson can you take away with you? That way you can break away from the habitual habit that you have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finna get you up out of here because you didn't spell correctly. So I'm yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, you didn't spell correctly, so now you done been expelled from my comment section. That's the way that it go. Well, man, I feel like this, and I didn't ask you what you feel, man. Keep it real with me, or otherwise don't deal with me. Yeah, nah, man, keep it real with me, otherwise don't deal with me. K, I ain't even gonna lie to you, love. You've been showing up consistently, so I'm finna go ahead and make you a moderator, okay? So if you see any Keishas, what I want you to do is to immediately mute them. That way they don't be in attendance. We ain't gotta block them. That's for a special, specialized Keisha, but just mute them immediately. And you might be busy or occupied, but just as you see it, get it up out of here. What we doing? We giving game. Yeah, you gonna sit back and listen. That's what you're doing. Yeah, I'm giving game, and you gonna sit back and listen to what I'm laying down, man. Oh, Ava done stepped up into the building. You see, now we're really chilling, man. You see, when you're the hero of your own life, they try to treat you like the villain. What's good, Ava? I talked about what you suggested earlier. The playback will be uploaded, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I'm just sitting back and I'm saying to myself, it's amazing when you realize that you ain't there and you never will be there, but each and every single day you can attempt to go higher on that mountain. It's a never-ending mountain. No Keishas in here. Exactly. No Keishas, no Keshas. Yeah, none of the above, between, middle, none of that. As above, so below. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that it go. And shout out to Luna for the roses, man. Give me my flowers while I'm here, man. All these individuals be sitting back, and as soon as one of these celebrities disappear, oh, man, I love them so much. I did this and I did that, man. Quit sitting back and worshiping these celebrities if you didn't have knowledge of them. They never gave you a signed t-shirt, signed autograph, didn't give you free concert tickets, didn't give you a free album release, never liked your photo, but people just sit around and worship these individuals, man. But they don't even recognize the individuals that's in their real life. You know what I'm saying? They don't honor their friends. They don't honor their significant others. Some of them got children and they don't honor them, homie. Yeah, they don't honor their parents. You know what I'm saying? If they got responsible ones, they honor celebrities. You know what I'm saying? That capitalize off of them and get monetized off of them. And they sit back and say, man, I would do whatever it takes for this person. But guess what? If it was reversed, and the roles were reversed, man, that celebrity will walk right past you. That's why you have to understand that, man, social media will make it look like you missing out, when in fact, these people is individuals just like you. It's just that when they get a lot of money, they got to do things a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's all about honoring your people. Yeah, honor the people that are worth honor. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't worth honor. Somebody could say, man, I'm real because I've been around for 10 years. You could be around somebody for 10 years and be fake for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody is in your proximity doesn't make them valid, homie. A lot of people be watching you from the outside, but you will realize a lot of the betrayal comes from the inside because you don't pay attention to what you got in your circle. You see, when you allow anything, homie, and when you tolerate everything, that's when the worst things happen. You got to have standards. You got to have things that you stand on. The golden rule, real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shout out to my moderators, man. We got dudes, here it is, at nearly 5 o'clock in the morning wanting to talk to me about video games, man. You see, they ain't got no game, and that's why the ladies ain't listening to them, and everything that they say falls on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? They want to impress other guys. All they want to do is talk about video games, man. Sometimes y'all got to turn that console off and try to level up in real life. Yeah, they always talk about this. They always talk about that, but they don't never want to talk about what they doing in real life because they're not doing anything. They're pre-ordering the new Spider-Man game. They're pre-ordering this, that, and the third. But guess what, homie? They don't go to a library. They're not learning knowledge. They can't even tell you their ancestors. So it's like, if you don't have knowledge of yourself, how do you have knowledge of everybody else? If you don't have knowledge of self, how do you have knowledge of everybody else? And to all y'all Keisha sitting back, letting it out, we getting it out, man. I would love for my viewers to go down. So keep doing what y'all do. I would love to get to my goal of 5 viewers. Because I stand on business, and one thing about it is, when you have less viewers, you have more people concentrating. Because a lot of y'all ain't listening to the message. A lot of people that showed up to the congregation and listened to Jesus' conversation, they didn't like Jesus. They just saw there was a lot of people out there. So a lot of y'all, man, I get that y'all just a part. You know, you want to be in the circus, okay? You want to juggle tomatoes and tell jokes and blow up balloons. You know what I'm saying? You said, what are your thoughts on love? Man, you got to love yourself. Otherwise, you won't really be capable of loving anybody else, man. And when someone realizes that you are insecure, they will only tolerate you for so long because either they're insecure, but eventually they're going to look at you like a pity party and they're going to leave you, homie. Anybody that's not loyal to themselves, they can't trust that you can be loyal to them because you ain't loyal with yourself. You ain't consistent. Man, these people don't even know half the bills that they subscribe to. They don't even know the subscriptions that they got continuing. They wake up each and every single day praying that they don't get charged for nothing because they don't even know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yeah. And look, quick interruption. Make sure each and every single one of y'all message me right now. Get that person up out of here. We got a guy sitting around talking about, do you love yourself? Homie, why you want to worry about the relationship? Why do you want to worry about any relationship that I got going on, homie? Man to man, you ain't supposed to be worried about any of my love life. Whether I love myself, whether I love my ladies, whether I love my mama, homie, that don't pertain to you, okay? If you Tarzan, you can go to the mighty jungle, but I don't swing that way, okay? Yeah, my game is for a lady's eyes and a lady's ears. It ain't for you. You ain't supposed to be sitting around at 4:30, nearly 5:30 in the morning with your shirt off talking about, ooh, do you love yourself? Come on, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, I'm not with that, okay, Po? Yeah, I don't know what they talking about, man. They ain't got no good conversation. They be acting like Prime. Yeah, they be acting like Aiden Ross homeboy, man. Yeah, they just want to get some action in another guy. I'm not with that. So if you with that, you can get that out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on that. Well, Maxxkii, that's not fair because, man, I didn't say I came in this game to be fair. Get that out of here. I came in this game to speak on what I speak. And if you don't like it, why are you in my classroom, homie? There is no way on God's green earth that you can say you disagree with my game, but you agreed to remain in attendance, homie. You don't go to a concert that you don't want to see the performance of. You don't show up to a comedy show make it make sense, homie. You don't go to a restaurant that you don't want to eat at. So a lot of y'all as fans, and I understand that you wish that you could be in my position. So since you're not, you want to be able to construct some friction, you know what I'm saying? And get that person up out of here. Thought you was saying something, you did absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm always telling the truth, man. I lay it down the way it's supposed to be laid down, man. A lot of y'all need to lay down. Y'all got responsibilities you got to take care of. A lot of y'all need to get up, go to the bathroom. I need to give a tutorial on how to brush your teeth because a lot of y'all don't even do that. Yeah. A lot of y'all get in the shower for hours, scrolling on your phone. Some of y'all probably doing that right now, listening to my live, homie. Don't drop the phone because it ain't going to operate anymore. You see, people be worried about the wrong things and not the right things. They're not checking on the condition of the bread that they got in the pantry. You know what I'm saying? They're not checking expiration dates on the milk. Man, they a couple of days from expiration themselves. But all they want to do is stay updated with other individuals and get that person up out of here, homie. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business, man. You see, you went from being a Keisha to a cheerleader to a supporter to a Keisha. That's why I say, man, if someone starts off as a Keisha, don't think they're going to change for you. They might play a certain position in order to manipulate you. But when you're headstrong to take on anyone, you already know what it is. You playing possum. Be quiet, man. Be slow to speak and fast to listen. You got to pay attention to everything. So when people thinking they get in the okie doke on you, homie, it's like, okay, I see you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they talk about chess, but they really playing checkers. They be going at chess with a strategic method that is really synonymous and correlates with checkers, homie. They want to get to the other side of the board. And they don't realize that each piece has its own position. You know what I'm saying? A team has different positions. Everybody want to be the king. Everybody want to be the queen. But guess what, homie? You got to earn that. Everybody want loyalty, but you got to earn that. Everybody want respect, but you got to earn that. And if people don't respect you, why are you respecting them? If people don't go out of their way for you, why do you go out of your way for them? You know what I'm saying? If people are not valuing you, sometimes you got to remove yourself from a whole environment in order to be around valuable individuals. You know what I'm saying? The individuals that you keep company with will be what accompanies you. What you put yourself around with, or what you put yourself around will consume you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to be mindful and insightful and not listen to them because they want you to remain. But you got to be looking at it like, homie, I'm trying to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So when people get to saying, oh, man, you can't do this, you can't do that, I don't like you because this, you look like, man, quit worrying about what they say because it's easy for them to talk about you when they're hiding behind anonymous terms and conditions, homie. They don't show their face. They ain't got no profile picture. Some of these Keishas up in here literally have the logo of the platform as their profile picture. I mean, they sitting back thinking, man, what do I put on my account? What do I put on my account? It's like they're not even the main characters in their own lives. That shouldn't even be something that you have to think about, homie. You are who you are, but it's like some of y'all don't even know who you is. So I get it when you having an identity crisis, man. Yeah. What's my favorite song on Metaverse 9? Homie, I don't remember Metaverse 9, my guy. I put out so much music. You asking me about an album that came out I don't know how long ago, homie. What's your favorite song on Metaverse 9? Yeah. Tell me what you like, man. But man, look. Y'all might come from certain environments, you know what I'm saying? Your family might have graduated, didn't graduate. Maybe they did, and they have these high expectations for you to do this, that, and the third. What you need to understand, homie, is as you grow older, you are going to want to do certain things, and everybody's going to tell you to do this. And when you tell them what you really want to do, they're going to try to get you not to do it. Not because they're looking out for you. It's because they don't believe in you, homie. Everybody eventually comes around and says, oh, man, I know you could do it. When they see money, success, then all of a sudden they want to apply themselves when they never ever supplied you with any motivation. They didn't have any ambition towards you. They didn't instill you. They didn't, aspire to inspire you. They didn't, what's the word that I'm looking for? They didn't encourage perseverance. You know what I'm saying? They sat back and said, well, just do this and just do that because this person can't get here and you can't get there because no one's ever done it. Homie, when you have people that don't believe in you, you got to get away from them. Sometimes it'll be your own family members. Sometimes it'll be your significant other. Sometimes you think, sometimes it'll be your best friend. But one thing about best friends, guess what it got in it? A 3-letter word called N. That's what you got to understand, homie. And as you grow together, you'll realize certain people in your life, they value materialism. You'll realize certain other people, they value being accepted by certain individuals and certain lifestyles. And guess what? Whenever your relationship is now influenced by who you can impress, that's when it's no longer genuine, homie. You know what I'm saying? And get that Keisha up out of here. But yeah, man, we just do it the way that we do it, man. And look, make sure each and every single one of y'all send me a message on a TikTok, man. I'm getting stumbled up upon my words, man. Because in about 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, man. And I'm going to message back every one of my requests. That's the best way to, stay up to date, keep up with the content, suggest topics and everything like that, man. We do it on a whole new level, You got to be consistent. Don't worry about the people that want to run 1,000,000 miles in a day all by the way of words. Oh, man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Man, if you run 1 mile, guess what? They talk about 1,000,000, but they won't even run half of one. So quit listening to people that want to impress you by the way of words, man. You got to be worried about your actions, man. You can't be sitting there saying, oh, man, they going to do this. Oh, man, they going to do that, man. You got to worry about what you're going to do. Yeah, it's that coffee. Sometimes it gets your nerves disturbed and you get to, yeah, man. We just do it the way that we do it, man. Even when I mumble, even when I stumble, I'm still the lion of the jungle, man. Yeah, and they still want to be like me, man. I could literally tell each and every single one of these Keishas to leave, and they wouldn't leave. I say, go outside. And guess what? They're going to say, they're going to sit there, man. Yeah. They want to come in. They want to be a part of the team. Yeah. They want to know what it feel like, man. You see, because when you real and they're not, man, they want to know, man, how did he get so real? How did he get so real? If you got to ask yourself, how is someone real? It's because you're not capable of it. You fake, homie. You gossip. You know what I'm saying? You compete against your own people. There's certain individuals that you got in your life that are doing great things. And you don't even tell them, hey, man, salute to you, homie. You envious. You jealous. You don't believe what they got going on. You want to disrupt what they got going on. There's a lot of individuals that work in these ways, and the way that they work is mysterious, and the way that they do it is because they realize they're inferior, homie. But the reason that they even view it like that is because they're competing with you. If they were competing with themselves, they wouldn't even see it that way. Y'all operating with different glasses. They see through a whole different lens than you do. That's why things ain't clear. And even if you logically explain it to them, they still don't get it because they caught up by what? By the way of emotion, homie. The lion, you know what I'm saying? They caught up by the way of emotion. Emotions distort perception, homie. You know what I'm saying? And it's like an individual will sit back and they could really do something great. But because they feel a certain type of way right now, they'll jeopardize their whole situation. All by the way of feelings, man. Shout out to Chris for the Enjoy Musics. Thank you, homie. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to y'all. Y'all got any topics that you would like any quick advice on? Go ahead and suggest it, man, because otherwise I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, I'm finna go get me another cup of coffee, man. Yeah, because I feel tired, but I still got things to do. So even though I feel tired, man, there's still work to be done. And until it's done, it's not done. Yeah, and until the work's not done, until the work's done, there ain't no having no fun. Yeah, and get that person up out of here. You've been sitting around being cool the whole time, and then all of a sudden you want to let Keisha out. Yeah, get that up out of here. I didn't say I was leaving yet, so now you got to go by. Yeah. Ain't, man, say, yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Yeah. So I'm going to give y'all like 2 minutes real quick to suggest a topic or whatever the case may be, man. And I'm going to speak on what I speak on. But other than that, man, we stand on business and we do what we do. You said, is it ever hard to keep your mindset or keep your head up? I would say it depends upon what's happening in your life. If you're dealing with loss, ideally, yes, it is, because it's like you can't numb yourself to that. You have to process those emotions. So with that, it's very hard. But what I will say to you is in every situation that I've ever went through in life, I remain optimistic. Does that mean I pretend to be happy? No. Because happiness and joy is fleeting. And pretending to be positive when things are negative, it's like, homie, you got to think. Even if I'm not necessarily feeling positive right now, what action could I apply that is going to give me a positive outcome? So even if you don't feel positive right now, what can you do that will in turn reward you with a positive outcome? It's called perseverance and endurance. And so many times we think just because everything is going bad in our lives that we have to be bad people. We think just because everything is going bad in our lives that we can give up. Homie, when things are going bad in your life, that is all the more the reason for you to continue. Because when you are at your lowest, spots in life, that is when you can dig deep and you can become who you never thought you could, homie. You can accomplish goals in which you never saw you could, homie. And that's just the way that it got to go, man. Like I say, emotions are not aligned with the work ethic that you got to have. You could be feeling like not doing anything, but guess what? You still got to do everything, homie. Because individuals will sit around and say they feel bad for you, but they really don't feel bad. For you. And behind closed curtains, they laughing at you. Yeah, you might have a couple of individuals that's like, it's going to be okay. They're going to tell you it's going to be okay. But what are they doing to make it okay? They can't do anything. You have to make it okay with yourself. And you can't be mad at them. They got their own lives to worry about. But what are you going to do for you? Because if you don't do for you, no one else will do for you. I'm just giving you some game. That was a great question, by the way, Kay. Good morning, handsome. What's good, Beth? What it do? That part. Yeah. I'm glitching right now. Like a old Call of Duty lobby, but I'm still giving out the game, okay? Yeah, it might come a little bit slower than usual, but at the same time, boy, it's got quality. Yeah, and I say what I say with no apologies, man. It's like when you see certain things and instances going on with individuals and you call it out, they get in their feelings, and then later on they admit you're right, but they still want an apology. No, because I had to break the ice. I had to say the unspoken word in order for you to look in that mirror, homie. Because individuals will sit there and say, look at this person, look at that person. Man, they looking at everybody else, but guess who they don't look at? Themselves, homie. You see, when you pointed out everybody else's flaws, you forget that you got blemishes. You forget that you got things that you're not proud of that you need to work on. When you talk about other people's weaknesses, man, you actually delude yourself into thinking your weaknesses are your strengths. You know what I'm saying? So when you point at everybody else, just understand that, man, homie, if you go look in that mirror, you're going to be pointing at yourself because you got a lot of things you got to correct and check. We all have things that we can improve each and every single day. You know what I'm saying? But the only way that you're going to be able to have a clear conscience to even think about that is if you learn to disapprove of certain individuals in your life. That doesn't mean just because y'all don't talk no more that you got to speak negatively about them. Because, homie, what y'all created in private doesn't have to be shared to the public. We got too many people who it's like, man, we're in a relationship. But guess what? I'm not worried about relating with you. I want everybody else to say that they like us. Nowadays people, when they get in relationships, they more worried about what other individuals outside of the relationship think, homie. They worried about the narrative. Oh man, well they think this and they think that. Homie, if you with somebody and that person is with you and y'all got something going on, man, worry about that. Don't worry about what everybody else is. When you're really doing something, whether you're trying to unify, whether you're trying to ascend, and when you're trying to win, everybody wants you to lose, homie. That's what you got to know. And the ones that want you to win, they want you to win. But you just got to have that mindset of, homie, why would I listen to this person's opinion when they're not in this? They're on the outside looking in, so of course they're going to criticize. But if you got a microscope and looked at what they got going on, you would see some very, very strange things. And I ain't talking about Stranger Things, but I'm ready for the new season. Yeah, I like Mike Wheeler. That's my favorite character. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What state you stay in, homie, mind your business, okay? As a man, as a full-grown man at 5 o'clock in the morning, you should not be on the internet asking another man where does he stay. We're not going out on a date. That ain't none of your business, okay, Johnny boy? So I'm going to need you to get off the internet, homie, and go look in the mirror and ask yourself, why is you worried about where another guy stay at, okay? If you had a girlfriend, hypothetically, which I know you don't, but if she was over your shoulder, you got to get that dirt off your shoulder, and she saw you sitting and she looked over your shoulder. She didn't even know you were there. You didn't even know she was there, and she sees you typing on your phone. Ooh, what state do you live in? Homie, your girl is going to leave, and she might be at the state I stay in, because you more worried about another guy than your girl. Man, quit worrying about the details, man. Worry about the details of the females, homie. Don't worry about what I got going on and where I'm at. That ain't got nothing to do with you, okay? Okay, Johnny boy? Never once in my life, never have I ever woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning wondering where another man lives, homie. The day that I do that, I need everybody to ask me, Maxxkii, is you straight? Literally, pun intended, homie. Yeah, I don't sit around thinking about what a guy's doing. I don't sit around thinking about when a guy's going to go live and what he look like and who he's inspired by and what he thinks about this and what he thinks about that. Homie, what do you think? Quit worrying about what everybody else think. Homie, what do you think? Because a lot of y'all don't even have your own unique organic perceptions on things. You listen to your favorite celebrity, you listen to your favorite athlete, you listen to fictional characters, but you don't operate in reality, homie. You know what I'm saying? These people came up with their own things. It's about time you come up with yours, man. But I understand that a lot of these people don't got conversation. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing interesting to talk about because they ain't interested in anything productive. They ain't got nothing interesting to talk about because they ain't interested about nothing productive. And what's good, Rain? I'm finna make you a moderator, love. You've been consistent. You've been doing what you're supposed to do. So let me go ahead and do that, okay? And if y'all see any Keishas being Keishas, man, you already know what to do. We just got to mute them. We ain't got to block them, but just make sure that we mute them. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that it got to go, man. You know what I'm saying? We having a great episode. Yeah, I need some more caffeine. I need to get energized, man. But look, let this be an example. Understand that when you're on a mission and you've been doing it for a long time, you're going to have different levels of performance, right? But it's not necessarily about the grade of your performance. It's the fact that you showed up to the class. It's the fact that you showed up, man. It's the fact that you step up to the plate when you had every reason within your mind not to get up. You had every reason in your mind not to accomplish that goal. It can be as little as taking out the trash, doing the dishes, reorganizing things, literally making yourself remove all distractions when it comes to technology and focusing on the task at hand. These are the little battles that we deal with each and every single day of a lifelong war that will literally identify what you're made of. Because a lot of individuals, they take motivation and they allow that to, contextualize their identity. But your motivation and how far it's actually rooted isn't defined by when you feel like doing something. It's when everything is going wrong. When the people that you hold close show you that you should have actually kept them furthest away. When narratives are purported about you and the ones that you thought were loyal become disloyal. Because loyalty was never something that they even had, homie. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even got the attributes, but you were blinded by the way of your heart. That's why I say, don't be guided by your emotions, homie. Use your brain. Because your brain going to tell you each and every single time. And sometimes y'all be thinking individuals that show the same characteristics as the person that you dealt with that was similar in the previous, you thinking that they going to be the one to go against what you already know. Nah, homie. Once you see certain footprints, you know what shoe that is, right? So if you know what shoe that is, you know who wearing it, okay? Yeah. So if the shoe fit and they wear it, man, you got to get them out, man. Sometimes we don't grow together. The truth of the matter is sometimes we grow apart. Sometimes, man, you don't want to sit back and say, homie, would you like to be a part of this? No, it's homie. I need you to depart from this. Everybody always want to say yes, man. I tell them no. Yeah. No, man, everybody want to say yes. I'm the type of individual, I say no. People walk up to me, hey, man, how's your day going? None of your business. And it's like, dang, why so abrupt? Now, do I do that in real life? No, I keep it cordial. I'm an individual that can socialize. But guess what? You will hear me say none of your business without me even saying it, because you can tell by the energy that I'm not impressed. You got no conversation. One of the quickest ways to know that someone doesn't have anything productive to talk about and they're just talking to you in order to pass time, they come up to you talking about rappers, celebrity gossip, football games, basketball games. They're talking about all these things that do not directly matter when it comes to what they got going on in their life. But they want to talk about entertainment because they want to be distracted from real life. They know how to watch each and every single Saturday night college football game, but they don't even know how to cook chicken. They don't even know how to use a lawnmower, homie. They don't know how to check the oil in their car. Some of them don't even know how to lift the hood up on their vehicle. You get me? I knew individuals that was going on 30 years old that didn't even have a license. They still on the permit. And they want to act grown when their behavior says you still a kid. Yeah, well, I'm this old and man, I did this and I did that. And it don't matter how old you are. It matters how you carry yourself, okay? It matters how you carry yourself. You could be the fastest person in the world, but just because you fast don't mean you're going to be a good running back. You could run a 4.140, but if you can't secure that football, the minute that somebody comes to attack you, you're going to fumble the rock. So what good is speed if you don't got security? I'm just giving you some game. What good is speed if you don't have strength? Okay? You got to work smarter and harder, homie. You got to have both. You got to combine it. But a lot of people are caught up in, oh man, this looks good. Oh man, this is cool. If I do this, then if you feel like if I do this, then somebody will accept me, you're stepping outside of yourself, homie. And eventually that mask will slip and who you are will show. It's like a lot of you individuals, mainly pertaining to the guys, you'll try to talk to a lady and famoose her out of a situation. Yeah, girl, if I was with you, I would do this and I would do that and I would do this and I would do that and I would do that and I would do this. Then you get with her all of a sudden. Hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And all of a sudden you start being who you really are. And now the girl, she can see your blaring insecurity, because if that's what you felt like and if that's what you stood on, you would have made that very clear from the beginning. You ain't got to lie to kick it, homie. And if you got to lie to be able to have associations with the individual, eventually the silence is going to tell on you. You sitting around saying, who snitched? Man, you told on yourself. Yeah. Hey, say, man, I'm just giving you some game. That's why I say, man, you got to have a strict policy. You got to let it be known at the door what you for and what you not with, homie. And once you set them standards, if you got to explain yourself, you already stepping out of line. Once people get out of bounds, guess what? That play don't count. Yeah, nah, man. And once regulation is over, guess what? We ain't got to conversate. You can think what you think. I can think what I think. And we don't got to talk no more. And guess what? A lot of individuals, when you tell them, hey, man, I don't want to talk anymore, guess what they do? Run to the internet. Oh, man, I don't like this person. Oh, because they're this and because... Wait, but when they did want to talk to you, there was never an issue. Oh, but now because they decided that you're not somebody that they deem relevant, now all of a sudden, you want to scream how much they're irrelevant. But wait, who was irrelevant first? But they don't want to talk about that. What about that? How about that? See, that's why I say, man, my kind is my kind. And you cannot be friends with somebody and be friends with their enemies. A lot of people want to play both sides. I'll play offense. I'll play defense. I'll be your Huckleberry. Nah, homie. When it come to being real, you either here or you either there. And certain people will tell you, man, well, I think kumbaya. I should be able to be cool with everybody. Homie, that's the problem. A lot of y'all is cool for everybody. A lot of y'all is hot for everybody. I'm not just for anybody and everybody. I'm for particular individuals. Okay? And the ones that speak against me, they not my kind. Okay? So that's what you got to understand. A lot of you have to set standards. You got to sit back and say, what do I really desire from a friendship? What do I really desire from my mentor, from my significant other? What am I willing to come to a compromise for when it pertains to involving myself with someone? And if you literally write these questions down, you will find a lot of the answers in the questions themselves, because a lot of people never listen to the loudest sound that they never heard, which was silence. Because if you sit back and you ask those questions, the answers are going to be from here, not from here. You get what I'm saying? If you never took the time to sit back with yourself and actually go, a lot of people won't even go to restaurants unless there was somebody else. When's the last time you took yourself somewhere? A lot of y'all won't even go watch movies by yourselves. A lot of you individuals won't even play particular video games unless you're playing with somebody else. What does that tell you? You're playing the game because someone else is playing with you. Why can't y'all ride solo like Jason Derulo? What happened to the days when people actually used to appreciate playing the campaigns? Now everybody wants multiplayer. But guess what? Multiplayer is not realistic, because guess what, homie? Everybody is not meant to connect with everybody. You get what I'm saying? You got to complete your story. You got to complete your story before you worry about his story, okay? You got to make sure that you know your his story before you worried about his story and her story and hers and hers and her. No, man. You know what I'm saying? The loudest sound they never heard, silence. That's a tough quote. You know what I'm saying? They rush and have some noise. Ooh, I got to listen to some music. Ooh, I got to listen to this gossip. Ooh, they always got to hear something because they fear silence. The sound of silence. I need to do a cover of that song, bro. But look, I'm getting ready to wrap this episode up, man. Shout out to everybody. Y'all see I warmed up throughout the majority of this live and I really got to cooking. Yeah, because I'm good looking, boy. So with that being said, make sure each and every single one of you send me a message right now on TikTok. I'm going to send everybody my Snapchat, man. That's the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to stay up to date with the content, man. So we're going to keep doing what we do. I hope that I was able to, turn on a light bulb in some of your heads and just open you up to a new paradigm. Shout out to the Keishas. Shout out to my moderators. And with that being said, man, we're going to keep doing what we do. And the ones that don't do anything, man, they're going to be mad at you for doing everything. So, hey, man, stand on what you stand on. I might do one more live, but if I don't, I don't. And if I don't, I won't. So, hey, man, until next time, peace.